Chabad is a group that teaches that every Jew is special, not because of what he believes or how he behaves, but because of the spark within him. Because they teach that every Jew has a physical spark they call God. That spark in every Jew is a piece of God, literally, according to the second chapter of the Tanya. They're the ones who started the whole grab a Jew in the street and get him to make a l'chaim and all this stuff. It's not a bad thing. Clearly, it's a good thing to rejoice with people who think and behave the way you do, assuming you're an ethical person. But it's kind of a disgusting thing to just do it just because the person happens to share the same blood.
So, anywho, that's the Jewish community in a nutshell.
It's a great thing if you keep kosher, because it's frustrating. I'm like a foodie, as much as a firm person could be a foodie. It's great here in South Florida. There's every type of kosher restaurant, and there's Chinese food, Mexican food, Italian food, steakhouse.
Are you going for food for Christmas or what?
I'm not as anti-Christmas as most people are.
Well, you don't have to be. You could.
Some people do that to solidify the fact that they're not Christian and they're Jewish. In Israel, December 25th, they have something called, the 24th, it's called Nittel Nacht. So Nittel Nacht is some sort of festival where people specifically don't learn Torah on that day, and they mourn the birth of Jesus.
What?
Yeah. It's called Nittel Nacht. And there's other practices they do. I'm pretty sure it involves drinking a little.
Now, this isn't really such a new holiday. I mean, it goes back, I think, to the 16th century. The Maharsha was known to have practiced it. It was only really made famous by the Baal Shem Tov. Now, the word nittel comes from the word nitele, which means to dangle. I guess really to refer to JC hanging on the cross. But anyways, other practices they do is I think they play cards and chess, and those in more mystical circles. Now, mind you, nowadays it's almost exclusively practiced by Hasidim. But those who are even more mystically inclined even prohibit sex on that day.
Also, New Year's. In Israel, New Year's is not called New Year's. It's called Sylvester. Have you heard of this?
No.
So Sylvester, I believe it's named after...
I have heard of that term, yeah.
Yeah.
What exactly is it and how is it in Israel?
I think Sylvester was the name of some pope in the old days or something. Israel runs off the Gregorian calendar. It's not, the vast majority of people in Israel aren't religious. And for sure, no one plans their day or their year around the calculated Hebrew calendar. That's just there sort of for fun.
Right. Huh.
Yeah, the holiday of Sylvester is also popular all across Europe. I mean, it's particularly a European holiday that they practice in Israel. But it in some way overrides the whole notion of New Year's.
Anywho, so